What is going on, YouTube? Welcome in. I am LuboATM and welcome to this week's 3-minute discussion. We've reverted back to the old format after last week's extended discussion, and this week we're going to be talking about the recent announcement that came in that the next chapter update is going to be the Resident Evil chapter update coming for the 5th year anniversary celebration. So as always, here on the 3-minute discussion we'll talk about what change is coming and then whether or not we feel it's healthy for Dead by Daylight or not. So quite a lot to unpack here, so let's jump right in and get on with it. Okay, so Resident Evil is officially coming to Dead by Daylight. It's the next licensed character. It's coming in for the 5th anniversary on the 25th of May. That is virtually all we know at the moment. Basically, that's all that they've kind of announced. It is in line with the 25th anniversary of Resident Evil. And also, obviously, it's the 5th year anniversary of Dead by Daylight, so it's a pretty major announcement. I think it's left the door open to a lot of speculation, and I think the main speculation is what are the characters that we're going to get. I don't think people have kind of got bogged down about the ins and outs of perks and things like that, but like, is the killer going to be Nemesis? Is it going to be Tyrant? Is it going to be Mr. X? Are the survivors going to be Chris Redfield? Is it going to be Jill Valentine? Is it going to be Leon Kennedy? Is it going to be Claire Redfield? You know, I think that it's good that it's kind of opened up that door, and I think there is a lot of different combinations to do. I think the one that probably makes the most sense would be like a Resident Evil 2 one where you could have the same thing you had with Stranger Things, where you could have like a Mr. X killer with a Leon and Claire survivor parents, so you get two survivors instead of just the one. But that's not to say that I think that's what will happen. I honestly think, hand on heart, the most likely killer will be Nemesis, but that's just my opinion. Again, it's all just speculation at this point. So yeah, I think that it's a really good announcement. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they bring, and I'm really hoping they bring its own Resident Evil map. I think like a kind of Raccoon City map would be excellent. Wouldn't be overly keen on another new indoor map, but again, we'll take what we're given, won't we? So really looking at this now, is it a good or a bad change for Dead by Daylight? I think at the end of the day, regardless of how people feel about licensed killers, it's good for Dead by Daylight. It brings new eyes to the game, it brings new people to the game, so people who wouldn't necessarily have played Dead by Daylight, who are massive Resident Evil fans, will now be more likely to come and try out Dead by Daylight because they want to play some of their favourite Resident Evil characters in the Dead by Daylight environment, shall we say. And I think it's been seen through releases and stuff like that. It's when people get brought in, like a lot of people obviously were brought in when Myers first came in, when Leatherface, Freddy, Ghostface, Pyramid Head. You know what I mean? It always drags in a good source of new players, and it gets the current players excited. You know what I mean? It does, regardless of what anyone says. I think it's just another one of these things that I think if everyone had their choice, they would have an unlimited amount of licensed killers they'd want to bring to Dead by Daylight. But it takes away, I think, somewhat from the creativity of the game, because they have to shoehorn the power and the perks to fit the character of that one, which takes a lot of the development and creativity out of Behaviour's hands. So I can see why they would like to stick to unique killers. But I undoubtedly think that this is a good change for Dead by Daylight. So there we have it, guys. 3-minute discussion in the books. Resident Evil is coming to Dead by Daylight. I am excited. I know a lot of people are excited. Let me know if you're excited in the comments below, or you can let me know when you come and visit me on my Twitch streams a couple of times a week over at twitch.tv/LuboATM. And yeah, we'll just need to wait and see what information comes out to us and the announcements of what the characters are going to be, but I for one can't wait. And until we find that out, guys, peace out.